Okay, today we'll cover collections or built-in data structures. Okay. Ah. Okay. So we have some built-in data structures inside Python for making our lives easier. Out of those, today we'll cover lists, sets, tuples, and dictionary. So tell me, any of you know any about any of these? Okay. Yes, tell Rama. So you know the properties. Okay. And yeah, just I'm asking how much. No. Okay. And so today so in our class we'll start using lists just like we're using integer, floats, and string and boolean. Now we'll use lists, sets, tuples, and dictionary. So let's start with list. Okay, what is list? Collection of data. Okay. We'll have multiple values. So let's see. We'll do list first. This is list. Square brackets. No. Right. So now list is represented with square brackets. So anything inside square brackets will become list. Now you would have heard of one thing as arrays in your C or other subjects. So C++ or others, you have heard arrays. So it is similar to arrays, but there is a difference in arrays and list. That is, list can hold multiple data types in a single list. So I can also add a string inside it. So what will it have? 1, 2, 3, and high. But in arrays, you can only build a array of single data type. Here we can have combined data types. You can also have next element as 12.3. So in the same list we have 1, 2, 3, high, and so integer, string, float. We can also have booleans inside it. Okay. Now let's print the list and see what values list is. What is the values held by the list? 1, 2, 3, high, 12.3, and true. Okay. Now this is list. We just created a simple list. Now how do we access elements of the list? We can just print out the list directly and the whole list will be printed. But let's say I only want to access third element inside the list by using the index values. And where does the index start? Index starts with 0. Very good. So, okay. Index starts with 0. So now if I want to access a single element, how can I access it? Print L1 L1 of 0. Now when I run it, only 1 will be printed. Now I can access other elements by L1 of 2. Third element will be printed. 3, fourth element will be printed. Okay. So this is how I can access elements inside the list. Okay. Now let's say I want to delete the third element. By using? Okay. Okay. So I'll use delete keyword, not function. Remove your source. One second. ఇక్కడ list లో it is showing the whole list, so it is just representing it as a string inside the list. But whenever you access individual strings, remember we had 12 as a string and 12 as a number, but when you output both of them were 12 12 only. So this is where we are accessing and printing it out, so it will show 12. Here it is showing the whole list. Inside the list it is stored as string, so it is representing it as string inside. Okay, then I can use the del keyword, del L1 3. L1. See, high is removed using del keyword. We can also use remove. Wait, let me see this one. Okay. If I we're going to remove sheet and remove also you can use index. Let's do that. L1 dot remove inside again L1 3. It will also remove the same thing. It has also removed. Okay, that is adding. Now we have done 3 ways of removing. Now let's add something to the list. Hmm. $34 is added. Okay. Now let's try to access something that is not there. How many elements are there? Let's try to access L1 of 10. What will happen? Index out of range error. So if something which is not there, if we try to access it, it will say index out of bound error. Okay, one second. Now let's go to tuples. Okay, So what is difference between list and tuple? Do you have any understanding from your theory? Let's see. I've created, okay. List is square brackets, tuple is normal bracket. Okay. Now order. Okay. We'll make it create a same thing from list and tuple and we'll see. Okay. Okay. Now I will run it. Okay. I'll remove everything else from here. Just printing the list. Okay. This is list. This is tuple. Okay. Now let's print it. So you're saying order will change, right? Let's see. Order is same. Whatever order we have added, the same order is maintained. Accessing. Let's see. Here I have accessed the list through index, right? Particular index లో value insert చేయాలంటే చేయొచ్చు. I'll just cover it. I'll just cover the syntax for it. Now ఇప్పుడు accessing list tuples. Now I'll access with index. Okay. I'm able to access same way as the list. Okay. Now deleting. Let's see deleting. Deleting. Okay. Now we'll do the deleting part and we'll print the list. Sorry, print the tuple. What happened? So, okay, brackets. No. Basically, tuple once created, it cannot be modified. List, mutable, immutable. Lists are mutable. That means you can edit it even after it is created. You can add elements, you can delete elements. In tuple, you cannot add elements or delete elements. It remains constant. Once you create it with 5 elements, that's all. Those 5 elements will only be there in the tuple. Delete చేయడం కూడా అవ్వదు. Immutable, that means it cannot change once it is created. అవే ఉంటాయి. So now, this is where if you want something, list and the tuples will have almost same functions except mutable and immutable. So you cannot change it once it is created. So where you want, so use list whenever you want to have a list of elements, but you want to change it. Use tuples whenever you want to have a list of elements, but they should remain constant. Okay. Now we'll go for sets. You're taking notes? You can take notes, but I'll share this anyways. Chip. Nothing, no? Okay. Now we'll go to set. List is done, tuple is done. Okay, now set. Okay, from your definitions, so what do you know about set? Duplicate. Every element must be unique. It doesn't allow duplicate values. And let's see. Okay, how do we create a set? Curly braces. 1, 2, 2, sorry, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6, 88.8, 88.8, 99.9. Okay, this is my list. Now you have said it will not take duplicates, right? So what will happen? See, set does not take duplicates. I have given duplicates. What will it do? Yeah, let's see. What will happen? Hmm? 88.8 we gave multiple times, but it only took one time. 2y we gave multiple times, it only took one time. So you can give it. What it will do is it will not raise the error, but it will check inside the set. If it is already there, it will remove it. Second thing you notice, sets are muted. Second thing, did you notice? Now notice. Oh, sorry. Wait. Okay, notice the second thing. 99.9. Order has changed. So whenever you enter something inside set, order is not guaranteed. I mean, inside the set will be like, I'll take care of it. But you can't rely on getting order. Set is like Beaver's fellow. He will say, I will only take you unique values, but I will not follow your order. I will follow my order only. ఒక్కసారి ప్రింట్ అవడానికి కూడా you forget it that it will come in order. It will be like set you use it when you want to store something unique. Okay, just like you're storing roll numbers or data for roll numbers. Roll numbers will be unique for everybody, right? So even if it is repeated 2 times, set will only maintain it once. If you store your student data in list, roll numbers in the list, by mistake if something gets repeated, you will have 2 times that value. So use sets whenever you have to store something unique, but you cannot access it in order. So now we'll print again. Okay, 1, 2, 19. Remember this order. We'll print again. Oh, he used the same order. Okay, you see 98. Okay, he's using same order. Hello. Sometimes he will print, sometimes he will say no, I will not. So you can't. Permanent order wise వచ్చేవా? lists and tuples. They will maintain the order. Okay. Okay. Sometimes there may no. Never say that list sets will have the same order. If you are thinking it will maintain 1, 2, 99, 3, 4, 5, 6, don't rely on that. That will also change whenever sets mood change inside. It will change. Don't rely on that. Okay. Sets is bad. Now, oh, sets we did not access, na? How will, okay, now how will we access set? So, access, set lo ఉన్న డేటా మేము బయటికి తీయాలి ఎట్లా? No. Index we cannot use because the order is not guaranteed, right? So we cannot use index. So accessing sets is a complex thing. I'll show you. The simplest thing you can do with accessing set is check with membership. Okay. Right. Okay. See, accessing elements in set, either you loop through all the elements. I have not covered loop, but I'm telling, either you loop through all the elements, okay, or you use, what happened? Or you use iterative next functions. That also you have not covered, okay? Or if you want to access, convert it into a list, and then you can access list with the index values. But all of these are not the right ways to access set. The right way to access set is, I mean, the most useful way of using set is membership operators. Now we'll cover membership operators. Remember, we in the logical operators we had membership operators. I said we'll cover it later. Those membership operators will come in. So we know logical and, or, greater than, less than, equal to, double equal to, all those things. There are few more operators called membership operators, and in membership operators we have not in and in. These are two membership operators we have. So how to use sets? So for sets we will use, if we want to check something is already there in the set, we'll just say 88.8, and here is the operator, membership operator, in S1. So just to check if something is already present or not. That is where, because set is to maintain unique values. So you have to see it just you are counting roll numbers, okay? Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 present. That you can do. Like roll number 34 has come to class or not? 34 in set roll numbers. It's there. That means 34 has come to class. Let's say 35 roll number has not come. Then 35 in set, it will say false.
Sir, remembering operators to distribute application on that.
Good question. We'll see. Out of any collections go. But this is where it is most useful. Okay, we'll do this. Okay. Quick question. V1 equal to 88.1. Okay, in interviews, right, whenever you are asked to write programs, right now I'm teaching you with A, B, C, D variables, right? That is just to get you accustomed to understanding how the operators are working and everything. Whenever in interviews you are writing a code, never use A, B, C or variables that do not have a value. Always use variables that will have a meaning, right? Let's say I want to check here, right? So I'll check set check. Like that. Use a meaningful variable always in your interviews wherever you are. Let's say they are asking you to do sum of two numbers. So sum of two numbers, they have given number 1, number 2. Third variable, what will you name? Sum of the numbers you use. use a meaningful name. They don't want to, it's specific, but they would understand that you know Python concept that we should not name random. It's a good programming practice. In fact, in any programming language, don't name your variables A, B, C, D like that. Whenever you're writing it in preview or actually you're writing program. While practicing, A, B, C, D is there to confuse you and see that you're understanding the logic and concept of what operator is doing. Okay. Okay. Search. Okay, what is type of set check here? Boolean. What is the data type, Ishwar? Boolean. Chetan? ఇట్లా ఎట్లా అవుతుందండి నెక్స్ట్ చాప్టర్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ప్రీవియస్ చాప్టర్ మర్చిపోతే ఎట్లా ఎస్ ఆర్ నో వస్తుంది బూలియన్ మరి గట్టికి చెప్పండి బూలియన్ అని గట్టికి చెప్పలేదు కదా ఓకే శిరీష చెప్పు చేతన్ ఇంకా చెప్పలేదు బూలియనా కాదు మరి చెప్పు okay see membership of just like see see whenever you are doing logical comparison greater than less than you do float yes true or false you do boolean of two floats okay I mean comparison of two floats 88.8 less than 98.9 it is true or false even though there are two float values but whenever there is a logical operator it will be a boolean like that this also is a boolean it gives a boolean return value okay now set check okay true that means it is there so you mostly you'll use sets for checking whether something is there or not or if you want to exhaustively find all the elements you will either loop through it or you will convert it into a list and use all the elements when you have to use all the elements in a set Chetan did not like sets. He was liking lists. He liked tuples, but he did not like sets. Right, Chetan? No. So tell me, what is your doubt on sets? No. Okay. Okay, we'll take one more example of sets. ATTEA. Attendance, okay? So attendance where attendance is a set. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 people have come in the class and now we are doing attendance further. Let's write short form. Okay, roll number 1 is present, roll number 2 is present, roll number 3 is present. What when I give roll number 4, let's see. Sorry, we don't append, we add. Why we don't append? Why it is add, not append? There is a small reason for why append does not work and add is working here. What is meaning of append? Append means put something in the last. Okay, at the last position you put something. What is set? Set is saying, Ray, I will not care about the position anyway at all. So when we are saying append, again we are asking set to put something in the last append. Set is like, why are you telling me where to put? I will not accept it. So చెప్పు చేతన్. ఆర్డర్ ఉండదు ఉండదు ఆర్డర్ ఉంటది. అందుకే అపెండ్ అనేది పని చేయట్లేదు సెట్ లో. ఎందుకు? అపెండ్ మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే లాస్ట్ లో వెళ్ళి యాడ్ చేయి. ఆర్డర్, it is defining the order where to put. Even for a single element, when you are defining order, set will not take it. Set is like, no, I cannot take order where to place it. Okay, so it does not take the append function, it will take add function. Okay, so I added 4. Okay, now somebody very smart person tried to proxy for roll number 2 again. What will happen? It will not, huh? ఇంకా సెట్ లోనే ఉన్నాం. ఆల్రెడీ ఒక 2 ఉంది కదా, ఇంకో 2 తీసుకో. డూప్లికేట్స్ అలౌ చేయదు, రిమూవ్ అయిపోతాయి. I can give duplicate, but it will not take it. So here 2 is already there. I tried to add another 2. What it did not change anything. It just let it be there. It will remain unchanged whenever we are giving duplicates. Okay. Now let's say attendance is done. 4 people have come to class. Now 5th roll number I want to check. Did he come to class or not? How will I check? In operator 5 in ATTD. Now 5 did not come to class. Now when I run 5 attendance, it will say false. Now did 4 come to class today? 4 in true. So this is where you use membership operators. It is mostly useful with sets. You can use it with list also. Okay, now let's see with list. Print membership test list, comma HI in L1. Okay. Okay. Membership test. High in list, true. Here, this line. Okay, wait. I'll make it simple. We are just checking the membership test of list. Okay. This operator, in operator. See, membership for list is also working. For sets, that is the best way to use sets basically. So we covered membership in sets. Okay. There is one more operator we have to cover, is operator. That we'll cover when we'll do classes. Okay. Membership operator is clear. Sets are clear. Sets we can modify after creation. See, when we have added, that means we can modify. Only thing is with sets, it will not take duplicates and it is not ordered. No duplicates, no order. And when you try to force an order on set, it will error out. Just like try to append, it errored out. It's like, you're smart fellow, you're trying to add order to me, I'll not take it. Now we have finally dictionary. Okay, dictionary. How to create a dictionary? Dictionary will also have curly braces, but with dictionary, let's say I want to define a student. Okay, student, if I want to add in a list, there are properties, different properties for student, right? Name, roll number, everything. I'll add it. Okay, let's say I'm trying to define a student inside a list. I can do that. కదా డిక్షనరీలో డైరెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది లిస్ట్ లో నేను సింపుల్ చెప్తున్నాను లిస్ట్ లో డైరెక్ట్ వాల్యూస్ ఉంటాయి I'll just wait for 2 seconds, guys. Okay, list is equal to, let's say I'm trying to define a student where I'll say Chetan. Okay, I'll say roll number 23. Okay, age 23. Now I don't know which one is roll number, which one is age. Kada. Just to solve that, dictionary will have named values. I mean key values. So for everything we can have a key and then we can have a value. Same thing when I define it in a dictionary. Well, what will I say? Dict2 is equal to, where I'll say, okay, dictionary is defined in curly braces. Okay, name Chetan. Okay, right? Now dictionary should work. There is one mistake I have made in dictionary. Double quotes petledu. Okay, Chetan is a string kabatti I'll put double quotes. Next, I have still made a mistake. Name kuda is not a variable, so it's basically a string. So I'll use string here. Okay, so you will make this mistake for sure. When you are going for creating dictionaries, you will forget the double quotes. You will think name is a key. You will think it is as a variable, but it is also a string. Always you have to maintain these double quotes. So basically there are two variables, two strings, you are just assigning to each other. Okay, now I'll print dict2 first. Okay, one more mistake I have made. Tell me what is it? What is this error? Read it out and tell me what is the mistake. Okay, where is Chetan? Where is Chetan? Which line? You see list 2. Okay, now how do I fix it? Adi pettal. List 2 inka avasram ledhu. That was just an example. In that Chetan variable, I did not add quotations. It is string, you have to always keep it in double quotes. All of you have made that mistake of missing double quotes for string in your assignments. Except Sirisha. Because Sirisha did not do that homework. Huh? String ఉంది కదమ్మా ఇక్కడ నువ్వు సిక్ ఉన్న రోజు ఒక అసైన్మెంట్ ఉండే దాంట్లో స్ట్రింగ్స్ ఉండే అందరు స్ట్రింగ్స్ కి డబుల్ కోట్స్ మర్చిపోయి రన్ చేస్తారు అందరికి ఎర్రర్స్ వచ్చినాయి శిరీష లైక్ నేను ఇక్కడ తప్పు చేశాను ఓకే నౌ నేమ్ Chetan. I have printed the dictionary. Okay, now how do I access dictionary? For sets we will check the membership. For list, we'll use index. For tuples, we'll use index. What will we use for dictionary? Keys. Okay. So now I want to know what is name of that student. So I'll just print dict dict2 student equal to dict2 of name. So instead of index, we are using keys here. Name. So I'll run it. I did not print it anywhere. Okay. One second. Dictionary is now troubling me. Okay, square brackets. Sorry, this will have to use square braces, square brackets. Just like using index, but this time we have to use keys. Now, how will you get the name of the student? Okay. There is a different mistake here. ఇక్కడ నేను dict access చేస్తున్నాను. Where did I create dict2? I'm using the wrong variable name. Chetan. Name is Chetan. Let me see. It's square braces only. Okay, so how will we access a dictionary? By using its key. Okay, now let's say I want to access the third fruit. How do I do that? Print dict of 3. D1 of 3. Orange. Okay, that is how we access dictionaries. Okay, dictionaries are mutable or not?
Sir, dictionary is order అనేది 36 అనేది ఉంటుంది.
Dictionary law, first it was like sets. It did not used to have order. Then they thought, no, this guy also is becoming behaviors like sets. So after a version of 3 point something, they made it ordered. Dictionaries are now ordered. Okay, a very good question. Dictionary law, duplicates. So let me do that again.
అది ఈ వాల్యూస్ కదా దగ్గర సీఎం ఉంటే తీసుకోలేదు ఏదో నేమ్ అనేది తీసుకుంటారు ఏదైనా యూనిక్ వాల్యూస్ వాడతారు సేమ్ వాల్యూస్ ఉంటే సేమ్
See, let's do this. So we created name, right? Age will create how much? 23. Roll number also will say 23. 23. Okay, now we'll just print this dictionary. See, it is taking roll number and age. ఇంకో చెప్పండి. Okay, wait. So you're saying another key called name. Let's do this. Okay. What happened?
నేమ్ అని రెండు ఇస్తేనే
డూప్లికేట్ వాల్యూ తీసుకుంటుందా లేదా
అలాగే నేమ్స్ కూడా సేమ్ చాప్టర్ ఇస్తాం మళ్ళీ ఇంకో నేమ్ చాప్టర్ ఇస్తాం
నేమ్ అనేది ఉంది కదా, నేను ఇక్కడ 2 సార్లు ఇచ్చాను నేమ్. చూడు, నేమ్. వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్? అదే చూడు ఫస్ట్ అగైన్ ప్రింట్ అయింది. So you cannot have multiple keys. Keys will be unique. Even if I gave name 2 times, it is only taking 1 time. Whatever, it will override the first one. Yes. అదే తీసుకుంటారు. పేజ్ కూడా అంతే. So keys are unique in dictionary. Values can be same. I mean, values can be duplicates, but keys are unique. అసలు నువ్వు పెట్టొద్దు ఇట్లా. ఇట్లా పెట్టొద్దు. అవును, keys are unique. So even if this is basically Python is trying to correct your mistake. This is a wrong code, but Python, instead of giving error, it is just thinking that okay, name should be updated to this, is doing that, but that is not the right practice. So keys will be unique in dictionary. So if you want to change the name, you can change it like this, but that is changing the name. Let's say from Chetan, I am changing your name to Chetan Kumar. Kumar, okay. Now I'll print dict2. So in dictionary, keys will be unique. Values can be duplicates. Now your name is updated to Chetan Kumar. You cannot have 2 name variables inside this. So Chetan ఇవ్వడం కుదరదు, ఎందుకంటే ఫస్ట్ అది కీయే తీసుకోదు. It will not take the key 2 times. Okay. Are they mutable? Dictionaries? Because we changed the name from Chetan to Chetan Kumar. So dictionaries values are mutable. యాడ్ చేయాలి. Let's see. Let's. Wait, dictionary one. Dictionary, wait, I'll check.
24 ఉంది వెంటనే పెట్టారు అలా కాకుండా చేయడానికి వాళ్ళు పెట్టారు అలా పెడితే
one second, we'll do. Okay. Adding elements of created list we'll do for each of them. So first of all, let's properties adigavu kada line by line. Okay. Let's do a quick comparison of properties first. Okay. List ordered mutable allows duplicates. Index allowed. Best whenever you are using when you have a ordered list and you want to change it also. Okay. Sets ordered, no. Mutable, you can change it. Allows duplicate, no. Key indexing allowed, no. Unique, unordered. So here I have to add a column of adding new elements. That I'll just add. That I'll add. Okay. Now tuples. Ordered, you can use with index. Okay. Mutable, no. Allows duplicates, yes. Fixed order. Okay. When to use tuples and when to use list? When you list change avvakodante tuples. Okay. Now dictionary. Dictionary, is it ordered? Dictionary was not ordered before Python 3. Version. After that, from 3.13, I think.
3.6
in C Python 3.13 for Python, after a version. The latest version is ordered. Earlier it was not ordered. Now allows duplicates. What happened? Subject lo undi kada meeku Python. Okay. Okay. Keys. Okay. Duplicates. Dictionary. Keys will not allow. We cannot have duplicate keys, but in values, duplicates are allowed in dictionary. It will allow because the keys are different, but you cannot have same keys in dictionary. Now, when to use dictionary? When basically you have a data structure, like define a student, define a car, then you have cars properties. Whenever you're defining a data structure, real world data structure, use a dictionary. In dictionary, you cannot have duplicate keys. Keys must be unique. Values, it will not check you whether it is unique or duplicate. Like roll number and age, both of them can be 23, it will not bother. But you cannot have roll number and roll number. Okay. Now, let's do how we'll convert one data type into another. Can we convert a tuple into list? Can we convert a set into list? Can we convert a list into set? Let's see that. Okay. So for converting lists, there is, okay. Now we'll close this. We'll save this and close this. Okay, one value. There is ways to do it. I'll show it later. When you must have multiple values, what you can do is show you. Okay. For now, one key, one value. అలాంటప్పుడు you will take a list of dictionaries. List of dictionaries. ఎట్లా అంటే ఇదిగోండి square brackets పెట్టు. Now this becomes a list of dictionaries. So ఇక్కడ student 1, second student. Second student is you are saying second student kuda Chetan avvacha kada ani. Second student kuda Chetan avvachu, because list will allow duplicates kada, so second student can also be Chetan. Okay, now second student, let's say Ishwar, roll number 24. Now how will you access the second student here? Now instead of
అక్కడ మరి నేను లిస్ట్ లో పెట్టినా అది డిక్షనరీలో
చెప్పు.
ఇప్పుడు ఇంకో డిక్షనరీ అవుతుంది అన్న లిస్ట్ లోనే
this is list of dictionaries. And your question, when you want to have multiple values, you add a list there. Let's say you want to have multiple values for ranks, you add a list of ranks there.
అక్కడ వాల్యూస్ దగ్గర స్క్వేర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ పెట్టి
let's say where we can have multiple values, subjects. Okay, that's our subjects. So subjects lo you will have multiple values, then add a list inside it. So
స్క్వేర్ బ్రాకెట్ పెడితే అది లిస్ట్ అవుతుంది ఓన్లీ వాల్యూస్.
maths, physics, chemistry. Okay, now you have subjects, but it has multiple values, but inside a list, not directly. It is still having one. Basically, subject contains one list. List contains multiple values. Okay. Now, Dict2 is not a dictionary. It is a list of dictionaries. So like that, you can use one data type inside another data type. Now, how will you access student 1? How will you access student 1 data? By?
స్టూడెంట్ 1 అని మనం
1 2 చెప్పలేదు, లిస్ట్ కదా, లిస్ట్ is ordered కదా, index value. Yes. Now dict2 is a list. Dict2 is list, so dict2 of 0 is this guy, first guy. Dict2 of 1 is second guy. You have to use from 0, index it from 0. Now I'll print dict2. Let's see. Dict2 of 0. Okay. Okay, now tell me what is the error. Okay, read the error and tell me what is the error. Close cheyaleda. Close chesam kada idigo.
సబ్జెక్ట్స్ అనేది కూడా
string petlet. It's a string. Okay, every time you will make this mistake, so remember to put it as string. I am also making that mistake, but quickly identify that you are missing it as string. Keys in the 2 hours kada. Okay, 1 hour. Okay, or 2 hours we'll do countdown. Now see, Chetan, when I say dict of 0, only Chetan Kumar data has come. Wait, I'll put it here. Only Chetan Kumar data has come. Ishwar data has not come. How will I access Ishwar data? Using dict of 1. Now I'll use dict of 1. Now I'll run it. I'll get a dictionary again. Now I got Ishwar. Okay. Now I just want Ishwar's name. How will I get?
What, sir?
Ishwar's only name. Here whole Ishwar is coming now. 1 petti.
One pattern.
One pakana.
Keyword name and
Keyword and name ఇవ్వండి. See, dict of one is a dictionary కదా. So dictionary లో మేము key value access చేస్తున్నాం. So it is. ఇండెక్స్ ఇవ్వకపోతే ఇదిగోండి చూడండి, ఇండెక్స్ ఇవ్వకపోతే ఏమైతుంది, నౌ యు ఆర్ ట్రైయింగ్ టు యాక్సెస్ ఎ లిస్ట్ విత్ ఎ కీ, ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది. ఇన్సెప్షన్ చూసారా మీరు, ఏమైపోయింది? ఎర్రర్ కాదు, ఆ లిస్ట్ నేను కీతో వాడుతున్నట్టు. ఇప్పుడు ఈ లిస్ట్ ఉందా, ఇక్కడ లిస్ట్ లో ఏమి ఇవ్వాలి నేను, L0 1 2 3 L ఆఫ్ హాయ్ ఇచ్చేస్తే ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది కదా. L ఆఫ్ ఇన్పుట్స్. ఓకే, ఇన్సెప్షన్ మూవీ చూసారా మీరు? ఇన్సెప్షన్ మూవీ చూడలేదా? ఇన్సెప్షన్ మూవీ చూడండి ఒకసారి, ఫ్రీ టైం ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇన్సెప్షన్ మూవీ చూడండి. ఇదే లిస్ట్ లోపల, డిక్షనరీ లోపల లిస్ట్. You see Inception movie. In that, a person goes into a dream. Okay. In that dream, he sleeps again. He goes into another dream. In that dream, he sleeps again. He goes into another dream. But here's the simple dream inside dream inside dream. All the data types are same. Our data types, there is a list. Inside list, there is a dictionary. Inside dictionary, there is another list. Now tell me, how will we access? అవునా, చెప్పు, పేరు చెప్పు. 118 ఎక్కడుంది? ఆ మూవీ నేను చూడాలని అడుగుతున్నాను. 118. ఓకే, మంచి. ఓకే, క్లాస్ తర్వాత every week you have to give me one good movie recommendation. Okay, అది చూస్తాం క్లాస్ తర్వాత. Okay, now let's see. I want to access the subject physics. How will I do? I'll remove everything and you tell me how will I access subject physics. A dictionary of index. One or two? Zero. Good. Index 0. Then index 0 is a now dict 2 of 0 is a dictionary. Now inside dictionary you have to access what? Subjects. First of all subjects వరకు వెళ్ళాలి కదా. Subjects. Now index of 1. Let's see. Physics రాకపోతే అందరికి setups. Physics. బతికిపోయారు మీరు. So what did we do? List, dictionary, list. So you have to use one by one. If you use it, you can do it. Now you can add, if I have to add a third student, how will I add? Just since this is list, I will just use a comma notation and okay, now tell me, good, very good question that might come up. I have used 2 dictionaries. Can I add 30 here?
No.
List కాబట్టి అవుతుంది. It will not check the data types. So you can use 2 dictionaries. After that, you can use any data type. But You won't have the need to do that. You can do that. And real world on your students, you will put all students only basically. But you can do that and don't do that. Python is very good language that has given you a lot of independence. You can do a lot of nonsense inside that. You can define a function. You can say it will return a Boolean variable and you can return integer instead of it. You can return string. Python will not check. Python treats you like grown-ups, that you will take care of the date, what you're returning, what you want to access, what you want to put in your list. Python lets you decide. Other languages are very strict about it. Python is like, petrol, okay? Now, there were we were about converting these data types. So here it's clear, right? Accessing dictionaries, how to access it, they are inside each other, right? Then let's see how do we convert data types into each other. List to tuple. I'll create a new file now, okay? Nidra vastunda Chetan? I have noticed whenever we have new concept, you get sleepy. Whenever you have assignments to do, you are active. We'll give assignments for these lists and tuples quickly. Or I'll call you to make the changes. Okay, now we'll do conversions. Okay, tell me quickly, how do I define a list? Square brackets. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I have defined list. Now, how do I convert it into tuple? Equal to, there is a small function called as tuple. Tuple of list one. Now, tuple అనేది function. దానికి just మేము function, this is a function, we are passing list one value to it. Flower brackets. Okay, కనిపిస్తుంది అట్లా కాదు అది ఫ్లవర్ కాదు, అది పిక్సెల్ అయింది, కరెక్ట్, అది నార్మల్ బ్రాకెట్ అయినా స్క్రీన్ లో అది పిక్సెలేట్ అయింది, అది ఫ్లవర్ బ్రాకెట్ లాగా. Okay, we have converted a list into tuples. Okay, what will be the values? Will the values be same? చెప్పండి రమా. When we are creating a new tuple, we give the normal brackets and inside whatever we put, it becomes tuple. Here we are using a conversion function. Like whenever int, how do you declare int? Int is equal to 23 int. But when you are converting a float into int, what you are doing? Int of you give the number inside it, right? This is tuple of, you give the list inside it. You are giving the list variable. Convert అయింది కదా ఇప్పుడు float of int of you give 88.3 inside it you are giving float only, right? So inside it here also you have to give list only. Inside the function will do the conversion and give you a tuple. Like the int of function will do the conversion and give you a int. Int of function will take a float or string, but it will give you a okay. List is now converted into tuple. You see the brackets are also changed from square brackets to normal brackets. ఏమంటారు ఈ brackets ని? Curved brackets. Okay. Parenthesis. ఇన్ని పేర్లు ఉన్నాయి. Okay, now, okay, the data did not change. Okay, now, okay, tell me very quickly, can I do these two statements which I am writing right now? Hey. Can I these two statements? Can I write?
No.
One second. Okay, now tell me, will this work? I mean, what will be the output? You tell me.
Sir, output.
Here, what is the output? Okay, I'll write. Okay, here what will be printed? 1, 2,
3, 35, 5.
Okay, 35. 35, 5. Okay. ఆగండి ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్ తీసాను కదా దీని అవుట్పుట్ చెప్పండి ఇప్పుడు. What will be the symbol here? Which brackets? Tuple brackets.
1, 2, 3, 35, 5.
5 and so on. Which symbol? First symbol చెప్పండి symbol. Parenthesis. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Error వస్తుంది. You cannot change a tuple. Chetan, you got the point. పంపు మింగించేశారు కదా tuple ని change tuple. తన కాన్సెప్ట్ పట్టుకున్నాడు కదా. Sirisha, he is right. He got the point that tuple cannot be changed. Cannot be changed once created. Okay, now we'll run this. సో అన్ని బూతులు చేస్తారు మీరు. ఈక్వల్ టు ఉంటే మాత్రం అసైన్ చేసేస్తారా? ఓకే, యూ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. Tuple cannot be changed. Okay. Okay. Now we have converted a list into tuple. What if we want to? We are only doing list conversions right now, right? List to set. Okay. First we did list to tuple. Now we'll do list to set. List to set. So set1 is equal to, there is a small function called sct set. It will take input of a list. It can take input as of a list. It can take input of other things also. For our scenario, it can take input as a one list. It will take as an input. I have taken it input. Okay. Now I'll print set1. Don't repeat the last time mistake and remember the properties of set and tell me the output. I have to, what I now tell me what will be the output. Will it error out or will it ignore the duplicate value? Okay. Not 4, 35. Okay. Okay, can I do this? ఇప్పుడు నేను వాడిన ఫంక్షన్ ఏంటి? So what will be the output here? తానిష్టం, మేమేం చేయలేం. That is rogue candidate. Basic గా ఎప్పుడు మారుతుంది తెలుసా ఆర్డర్? Whenever it is doing duplicate checks internally, it will arrange and change the order. This is for checking the duplicates name. Okay, now next set1 dot. Very good. ఖాతాలో రాసుకోండి అయ్యా. వీకెండ్ లో తెచ్చిన అసైన్మెంట్స్ తర్వాత తెచ్చినప్పుడు I'll reduce from whatever assignments is not done and then whatever balance is left I'll give.
For value, then the will take that.
Okay. Append 45. Very good. Okay. Append. List 2, we have converted a list into tuple, we have converted a list into set. What else is left? What are dictionary? Can we convert a list into dictionary?
Key value access conversions.
Key value add chesi. Why? Because dictionary needs both keys and value. Dictionary list only has values, or maybe let's say keys. We will do that later. Dictionary one conversion. Okay. Now tuple to list. Tell me tuple to list. Will there tuple to list? Tell me the process now. Since tuple to list, how will the conversion happen? Okay, first let's define the tuple. Tuple 2. How do I define tuple 2? Which brackets? Parenthesis. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tell me what will it take all the values? What will be printed? Okay, tell me what will be printed? Yes, it will take all the duplicates. Okay, I am what I am doing, I am writing all the code in the comments. But when you are doing the assignments, right, always use a new file for your assignment. This I am just adding so that all your references are there in one file. But whenever you are doing one program, one file, another program, another file. Don't comment out it and write other programs. Okay. అట్లా చేయొద్దు. You have unlimited space in your laptops, at least for Python files. Okay, now everything will be printed, right? Everything got printed because it takes duplicates. Okay, now how will I convert it to list? Can anyone guess? For converting to tuple, we use function called tuple. For converting to set, we used function called set. For converting list and tuple. Tuple 2. Okay. List 2. Okay. Now tell me, will it allow me to change the values? Yes, since it is now converted to list, it will allow changes. It becomes mutable since it is a list now. What if I define here and then try to okay. If I try to do this, it will scold you. Now tuple to list is done. Okay. What if we want to convert this tuple to set? Same thing. Set to set of tuple. Okay, now tell me what will be the no. No. No? Okay. Now, same thing we can do with sets. We can convert sets into list and tuples. What will be the functions?
So value add చేసి
Value?
add చేసి
Second set lo na?
సేమ్ నెంబర్ కాకపోతే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. సేమ్ నెంబర్ అయితే అవున నెంబర్ ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది.
I'll add 35. 35 is added. Okay. Don't be sure that it will be added at the end. It will be added anywhere. Okay, we have done the conversions. List to set, set to list, list to tuple, all those things. Except dictionary conversions are left. Dictionary conversions I'll tell tomorrow. మూడోది మీకు వదిలేసాను కదా సెట్ టు లిస్ట్. చెప్పండి ఏమవుతుంది సెట్ టు లిస్ట్? చేద్దాం, సెట్ టు లిస్ట్ కూడా చేద్దాం. బికాస్ okay, let's take a set 3. Set 3 is equal to, now how do I define sets? Using parenthesis. Okay, 1 2 3 3 3 3 3 3. అవును కదా, that's tuple. I'm defining a tuple. Chetan, extra chocolate for you. 6 చూద్దాం ఏమైతుందో. Okay, tell me what will happen if I enter duplicates inside set. Will it error out? What will happen? Okay. What happened? I 1 2 3 4 5. It removed all. No, if print ఇవ్వకుండా కూడా you can convert, right? Okay. ఆ అసైన్మెంట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆపరేటర్ ఉందా, ఇక్కడే అది కన్వర్ట్ చేసేస్తుంది. whenever there is equal to operator, it has done the conversion already inside set 3. Now no duplicates are there. On the right hand side there are duplicates. Next step is it will eliminate the duplicates on the right hand side itself. Whenever it says curly braces, next step is eliminate duplicates. Then it will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hi, okay. And then it will assign it to set 3. Our duplicates assignment munde remove అయిపోయింది. Who will do that removing of duplicate? This flower braces. Whenever system sees the flower braces, it will do the removing of duplicate then and there itself. Just like 10 greater than 3 raste, system what will system convert it into? True kada. Next line we will write 10 greater than 3, but in next line it is converted to true kada. Like just like that, you give duplicates, but inside the set brackets it will convert it into unique values. Okay, list is equal to list of set 3. Now okay, from now on this order will be maintained. First order is random because from set it is coming. After that, once it is converted into list, that order will be maintained. Now tell me what conversion I am doing here. Okay, we just covered all the conversions. Now you know how to do the conversions. Now tell me which conversion I am doing here. Okay, okay. Now I am using random variables so that you okay set of a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. What conversion is happening here? Huh?
Couple to set.
Couple to set. Very good. Now I'll say x2 is equal to couple of 6. Okay, tell me. Look again. Tuple to tuple. Very good. Tuple to tuple. We are converting. Huh? Okay, brackets atla కనిపిస్తుంది. ఓకే ఓకే అర్థమైంది. ఫాంట్ ఎక్కడ పోయింది? ఇది now tuple to tuple. Set to list. డిక్షనరీ ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది? స్మార్ట్, గుడ్ గైస్. Now Answer this one. Tell me. List. Wait, list to tuple to set or tuple to set?
List to tuple.
This is. I'll tell you.
The set it around us.
Let's do this first. Okay, now you will understand. ఇక్కడ సెట్ రాస్తుంది కదా రామ లాస్ట్ లో అయితే సెట్ వస్తుంది కదా Okay, the last one we'll do. Okay, whenever we are confused what we have to do, we have to do it step by step. Okay, let's find out. dt. Let's find out what is this. Okay, first we'll go to the innermost brackets here. This. Now, first of all, who will tell me what is data type of this? Hey, wait, let me. Wait. Tell me what is data type of this? Tuple, right? This data type is tuple. Okay, then what am I doing? This is the same thing, right? Inside set of det means tuple to dt happen. Okay, now there is something that you have not seen so far. You have seen, but you are not recognizing. You remember how inside dictionary we created a list and how inside list we created a dictionary? So here I just created a tuple 4 and inside the tuple I created list. So this tuple contains lists. This tuple is? So this is tuple of lists. But I am not converting the lists. There are just inside the tuple there are lists. So that will become, after conversion, it will become set of lists. So inside the list I created, see this. This is a tuple now. Inside this tuple I created 3 lists. So this is, remember, see. Tuple 5. This is tuple of numbers 1, 2, 3. This is tuple of lists. So this dt is tuple of lists. Not clear? So you tuple వస్తుంది tuple లోపల లిస్ట్ ఉంటుంది 3 లిస్ట్ ప్రింట్ అవుతాయి కామా వస్తుంది ప్రింట్ చేస్తాను So inside one variable you can use the other one. See, class is tuple of list. So outside is the
కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి అంటే టపుల్ ఆఫ్ పెట్టి అప్పుడు కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది.
టపుల్ ఆఫ్ పెట్టకపోతే కన్వర్షన్ అవ్వదు. ఆ కన్వర్షన్ మేము ఎక్కడ పెట్టాము? టపుల్ బయట పెట్టాము. సో దట్ టపుల్ విల్ బి కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ సెట్ ఆఫ్ లిస్ట్స్. So X5 will be a set of lists. So we'll do that. ఏంటి ఓకే సిస్టమ్ కన్వర్ట్ చేయట్లేదు. ఐ జస్ట్ చెక్ వై. ఓకే ఓకే నౌ కన్వర్షన్స్ ఆర్ డన్. అండ్ 130 కన్నా ఎక్కువైపోయిందా? Okay. Next. Dictionaries. Conversion of dictionaries we'll do tomorrow. Okay, let's see what we have covered today. List we have check.
అసైన్మెంట్ ఇప్పుడు ఇస్తారు.
Okay, so we have covered lists, we have covered set, we have covered tuples, we have covered dictionary. How to create them. We have not covered how to edit them. Editing them we'll cover tomorrow. Okay. How to add members, how to append at a position. Can we append or not? Those things we'll cover tomorrow. Okay, wait, I'll write it down. Oh, appending, I have written it down already. Okay. ఆగుయ్యా రివిజన్ అయిపోని. Okay. We have covered list, set, tuples, dictionary. Okay. Then we have covered when to use, what is the properties of each and okay. We have accessed the elements. List we can directly access, tuple we can directly access with index, and dictionary we have to access with square brackets and keys. Sets is the complicated one, so we have only learned membership in it. Okay. Membership operators we have covered in, not in. Okay, and then what did we do? We did the conversions. Where is this conversion topic? Converting one data type to another. Okay, and then tomorrow we'll do this. From here we'll cover accessing items, accessing data, and then we'll also cover loops tomorrow. Okay, we're done for today's class. I thought we'll do 2 hours 30 minutes, but it's okay. We'll finish at 1 hour 46 minutes. Now, Chetan is saying, can we discuss the assignment? So let's discuss the assignment. Okay. Now, wait. Let me end the meeting. Do you want the recording of assignment discussion? No, right?